Yeah, so this is a story written, collected by the Brothers Grimm a long time ago in Germany. And it, just like if you're familiar with any of their stories, you'll know that this is a classic fairy tale by the Brothers Grimm called The Clever Dwarf. As it happens, it seems that once upon a time, there were 3 golden princes. 2 of the princes were arrogant and ugly, but one was humble and handsome. A witch lived in the kingdom as well and routinely chopped up children just like you for stew. The king bade the princes to go out and stop the witch from chopping, lest she chopped all the children and there wouldn't be any children left for the king to eat. So the first prince rode out to the forest and found a flock of pigeons. He shot at them and was instantly turned into mud. When he didn't return home, the king sent out the next prince to kill the witch. The second golden prince also saw the pigeons and shot at them, and he was turned into mud. And finally, the king sent out his humble yet handsome son into the woods. And he didn't try to kill the pigeons, but instead fed them. And he was given a cloak that could render him invisible, and a sword that could de-chop children, and a dwarf that could solve any problem. The third golden prince continued on his quest and finally found the witch's house. He asked the dwarf how to defeat the witch. The dwarf said, "Knock on the door and then step to the side." The golden prince did this, and the witch answered the door and tripped over a toad that hopped into the doorway. She immediately died and turned into a dead wolf. Then the prince used the de-chopping sword to restore all the children inside the house and led them back to the safety of the king's castle, where they were re-chopped and turned into enough stew to feed the kingdom. The king was so happy that he gave the prince his daughter for a bride, who was also his sister, and they spent all the rest of their days kissing each other on the mouth and eating their own children. This is why no children are safe from misery no matter what, and you would do well to remember that adults will chop you up and eat you for any reason at any time. Now why don't you go catch that mouse that's running around so we can use it for food and clothing. Thanks, I didn't write that. Oh, but over the summer, as a project one day, I signed up for this website called The Kitchen. Has anyone heard of it? It's got recipes and articles about cooking and having a kitchen. Seriously. Okay. So I signed up so that I could leave some comments and share some of my handle was Blueberry Sandwich. And these are some of the comments that I wrote on the site. This was for they posted an article called Essential Recipe, the perfect tuna salad recipes from the kitchen. Right. And so I wrote, since you've asked, I'm happy to share my family's favorite tuna salad recipe. Ingredients: 1 whole tuna, freshly caught off the coast of California, 3 cans of sardines, 15 jars caviars, 1 large chef's salad, 3 handfuls Rice Krispies, 73 thin slices of Black Forest hams, 1 bottle of tawny port, 1 salt, 1 pepper, 2 lemons, 95 celeries, 1 lb chopped pearl onions, 3 gallons mayo. Drink the bottle of port. Combine everything else into an inflatable swimming pool and stir with a small oar or a very large spatula. Pat down the mixture tightly so that it creates a nice bed at the bottom. Fill the remaining pool with ordinary garden hose water. Make sure kids have their swimmies on. 4, dive in. They can feed off the tuna salad while they're having a great time swimming around. Great summer treat. I should mention that they took these down almost immediately. I don't know why. This is a quick one. The article was a video. Watch filmmakers assemble 13 sandwiches from around the world. And I wrote, I didn't think anything could beat the 12 sandwiches from Around the World video, but I was wrong. What's the best way to handle food scraps in the sink? My solution: collect the debris caught in your drain in a mason jar or Tupperware for about 3 months, keeping it in the fridge to protect it from heat. Combine with a large ounce jar of mayo in a bright casserole. Bake at 350 degrees for 1 hour or until juicy. Slice and serve. My kids love eating it, and they love being able to help out with scraping the drain every week. This is fun for tonight. It's a cocktail recipe. What's a great sparkling punch for a bridal shower? And I wrote, well, the last time I hosted a bridal shower, I introduced my circle of friends to the bridal shower punch. 10 bottles of cava shaken vigorously, 5 liters of Seagram 7, 1 box of Lucky Charms, 2 dozen tiny umbrellas. Combine Seagram 7 and Lucky Charms in a large punch bowl. Splash cava everywhere. Aim for the punch bowl. Dump in the umbrellas and serve. It's a party treat.
Go ahead.
One more. The article was called "The Cuisinart." Was it? Somebody's on the modem here. Dial up. The Cuisinart toaster is sleek, compact, and stays cool to the touch. Product review. And I simply commented, "Looks good, but how well does it toast chicken thighs? I'm of the opinion that my current toaster cannot be beat on chicken thighs." Oh, that's my time.